do do do. Beep do 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 do. We gonna see what's popping tonight. Good night. Wish I never met her at all. It was love at first sight. And get this over so we can see it. Welcome in, everybody. So let me also do this. I think it's just a little too big. Bring this up a little bit more. Bring that right there. Bring this up. Okay, so what I'm doing now is getting my review and everything together. Yeah. Mm. So I wish I never met her at all. All right, cool. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some of my honest opinions right here live. Cal, what's going on with you, man? How was your birthday? I'm gonna have to make a chime, dude, because I want to send you something. It's not a lot. Like I'm not. I just want to send like some type of appreciation towards you and for all you've been doing, and you know, just really want to let you know that I appreciate you. I mean, like it's nothing big, it's nothing huge, or nothing like that. Given what I can at the moment, but trust me, things are coming up, so definitely want to kick you out you. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna create a chime. I'm gonna create a chime. Just send me your chime in the Discord, and I got you. Um, let's see. Yeah. So honest opinions on TV shows. Man, listen. I just got finished watching episode 6 of Common Side Effects, and it's not as trippy as I thought it was gonna be. But I do like the fact that they're trying to show both sides of the aisle of big pharma and how things get so wrapped up in money, but it is supposed to be probably there are good people on that side that are trying to fix things. And yes, not everything is perfect. And also, but then you have the other side of the corporate that is evil, and they're trying to really. Let me pull it up so people know what I'm talking about. Hold on. There we go. Common Side Effects. Common Side Effects is on Adult Swim, but you can watch it on Max. And I like the fact that most of the this is like a not a this is not a black and white situation where Big Pharma's evil, Marshall's right. In terms, Marshall is just a guy that has discovered the elixir of life, pretty much the it can a mushroom that can cure everything. And his mindset is I can just give it to everybody. But that is not how the world works. That is not how pharmacy works. And his mindset is big pharma is evil. But then you start to talk to other people. Then you have I think her name is Gladys Francis. Then you have Francis' character who works on big pharma, who's trying to come up in life, but she also wants to do the right thing. But she knows that it's not gonna go that way. It she has to sneak into his life to make her life better, and also other people who needs this sickness go. So she's coming from a place of goodness, but it's not. It's gonna always be some type of evil that lurks behind it. I mean, so I like it. It is a little funnier than I thought it was gonna be just straight trippy. To be honest with you, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, there's gonna be all types of energy. They take the mushrooms, it's gonna get a little high. It's gonna be all over the place. But no, it's more just direct to say, hey, the world is not so black and white. Yes, there are good people that work for bad companies, but companies are evil. That's it's all about the bottom line. It's all about the bottom line at the end of the day. But you can't be naive to just think that everybody's gonna be out. If you can't be naive to think that a drug that can cure everything is just gonna be handed out to the people. That's not how it is. The hospital, the world is crazy. I mean, it's not just a hospital. Hospital is going based off of the technology that they have to use to cure people and everything. Uh, it's the people that's behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but the people that make the laws. I don't know. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's the company that own the machines and own the hospitals that are making these prices, not the people that are working in them. Because a lot of people will sit there and try to tell you that the hospitals are trying to make you sick because you are a product to them. You are somebody, but no, they're actually people who wants to help you. And I feel like Common Side Effect does a good job showing that it's not so black and white. That's my whole point. Oh, Midnight Gospel had me crying one time. Like Midnight Gospel, let me pull that up. Uh, Midnight Gospel, when he had this conversation with his mom, oh my god, I don't think it's getting a second season. Um, I don't think so. No, at Jerome, this is a no. I wish I never. That's a terrible picture. That is a terrible picture. Let me let you go grab one. Trying to grab a good picture so people know what I'm talking about. Guess that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. The Midnight Gospel. So basically, the Midnight Gospel is about a guy. He does a podcast and he talks to different type of people about all different types of things. Drugs, life lessons, just almost kind of like an everyday conversation, and it's be meaningful things. Midnight Gospel takes these conversations and put them in an animation where he's traveling to like different worlds and he's talking to this person and things are happening within that episode. So the one that really broke me was the one he had with his mom where he went through her birth and her rebirth and um her it went through her birth, the rebirth of her, and how she accepted what was happening to her, how he had a grasp of what was happening to her, and it was just an emotional as show. And if you have a good relationship with your mom or even just any one of your parents, it probably is gonna hit you in a way that you probably never really been hit before. It's cool. How would I rate Avowed? Avowed to me is still a 7.5 out of 10. I took a break from it. I started playing uh I played Monster Hunter Wilds for a little bit. Haven't gotten back on that yet. I've been trying to catch up with some anime. I've been trying to watch some older anime that I've been missing. I missed out on. Trying to find some hidden gems for people that have probably seen all the big titles and everything. So it's like just a lot of things that's been going on. So I had this idea to where instead of me trying to record and then post and stuff like that, I just get on live and chop something up and post it. I don't know if this is gonna really hit, but this is how I'm trying to work my way into doing lives, But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But Midnight Gospels on Netflix, I highly recommend it, especially if you're one of those people that like to smoke, chill, get into your third eye, and relax. Or if you just like people, or if you just like deep conversations, if you like deep conversations, I would definitely get involved with it. Oh, you definitely gotta get some hidden gems. Fun fact: the story of the death row guy, he got freed thanks to the DNA evidence. Damn, that's what's up. Damn, that's what's up. Damn, that's dope. He got somebody free because of the podcast. That's awesome. Yeah, I like Blessy. I saw Blessy before. I've seen Blessy. That's better grammar. I've seen Blessy and I like it. I really enjoyed it. It is a lot disturbing than it comes off of. Than it comes off. But if you're desensitized like me, you'll be fine. Like watching things like Vampire Hunter D's and Ninja Scroll kind of prepare you for like Blessy. Throw a little Helsing Ultimate in there as well. Hell, even Made in Abyss, stuff like that. Those type of shows will get you right. Let's see another one. Man, Krillin, what's going on with you? DBZ or Bridge fucked me up with Dragon Ball Z a lot. Like they do it so well that it's hard to differentiate between the two. What's another show? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this movie right here. I wanted to talk about this movie. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because I have some things to say about it. It's not the best in the world. It's a recent movie. It came out on Valentine's Day on Apple TV Plus, and I finally sat down and watched it. I don't know who the hell is this. Hold on. Somebody at my door. Hey, what's up? How are you, sir? You doing your pest control? Okay, yeah. Any questions for me? No, I'm good. I'll do out. Are we doing in? Just doing out. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Ugh. That was pest control. Hey, chaotic. Thanks for the badges, man. Appreciate you. All right, so the Gorge, like I said, Apple TV. It stars Miles Taylor, Anya Taylor Joy, and Sigourney Weaver. I was really shocked to see her in this. I didn't really look at the casting list, so when she popped up, I was like, "Oh shit, it's Ripley." Every time I see her, no matter what she's in, she will forever be Ripley to me. No matter what she's in, she will forever be Ripley to me. Have I watched Solo Leveling and it's good? Sidebar: have I watched Solo Leveling and is it good? Yes, I've watched Solo Leveling. I enjoyed Solo Leveling so much that I went and read the entire manga all the way up until Solo Leveling Ragnarok, the spinoff, and I'm all caught up. I read the chapter 43 just yesterday, and I'm really enjoying that entire series. I think the anime is actually really good. It has a lot of it's more action packed than anything. Story don't really focus too much on the story, just focus on the action. That's what I'll say about that. So that's one thing about the Gorge. One thing about the Gorge that a lot of people have to realize it is a romance first. This is a romance film. The Gorge is interesting. The premise is really good. The whole science theme is cool, but at its core, it is a romance between two very lonely individuals who are highly trained operators for their respective country. Miles Taylor plays Levi, who is a ex-marine, former marine who has a crazy kill confirmed as a sniper, who is no longer fit for duty. He doesn't have any family. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He is a loner. He has PTSD, and he is tasked with this new operation that is very high, very low key, very top secret, to the point where they sedated him during the trip there, and he still while he was on the helicopter, he parachutes out of it, and he still has to trek up. I think I want to say it was like 50 miles or something like that to get to the location of the gorge. There's a there's a tower facing east, and there's a tower facing west. He's on the west tower, and Anya Taylor Joy is another sniper operator for her country. She works for Russia. She is the only person she had in her life was her father, and she was also do the same thing. They are tasked to stay at their respective towers for 365 days. There's not supposed to be any contact between the two, but for some reason they're facing each other. That's one thing that like pissed me off a little bit. Like if you didn't want them to have a contact, why is it facing each other? Like just move on. You know what I mean? mm, hold on, let me get back to some of these comments. Do I like Kaiju Do you like anime number 6? What is anime number 6? I'm assuming you mean Kaiju number 8. Malicious, no problem. But yeah, the recent episode of Solo Leveling got me feels. Listen, I was like, okay, this is some this. I feel like they did a whole completely different animation style with that one. Like they went to a slice of life animation, and it was just beautiful. It was a touching moment. It was definitely a good touching moment, and I'm glad they did give him that time. I'm talking about Solo Leveling now, people that just not joining. Solo Leveling last episode with the mom, they gave him that time. All right, so back to the Gorge, number 6, the anime. I gotta check that out. Number 6, the anime. I don't know what that is. Cause there's like case file number 221, there's 07 ghosts and stuff like that. So I'm about to check number 6 the anime out, see what that is, what that hitting on. All right, so basically back to the Gorge. Like I said, it's a romance at call. So it's mostly these two getting to know each other with this huge gap in between each other. They use binoculars, they use signs and stuff like that. They spend in months together, and it's kind of like a long distance relationship. One night they're partying. They not, hold on, let me backtrack a little bit. They're not really focused on the Gorge. They don't really know what's going on. Yes, they was told that is something down there, that it might be the gate to hell, this, that, and third. The reliever that Levi, played by Miles Teller, throw like a grenade down there, and he hears a bunch of noise, like monster sounds. So he's like, okay, there's something down there, but it's not coming up. Man, one night they're playing, they getting to know each other and everything. They playing loud music, and then they look. She spots it first, and she sees these monsters coming up, and they look like somebody on my Facebook say they look like the Pirates of the Caribbean zombies, and now I can't unsee it because they do. They really do. They are these like tree-like zombie-fied men crawling up. The CGI was a little off-putting. It was a little off-putting, Have I watched Paradise? I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Paradise, but I do like Paradise. I need to catch up on it. The CGI was a little off-putting. So, you follow me on YouTube. Appreciate that, Julia. Let me see your name. Because for some reason it's not coming up. Julius. That's my son's name. My oldest boy name is Julius. So, but it works for this. And the only reason they are able to shoot the monsters, it has a whole lot of trip mines, automatic turrets and everything. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, why didn't the automatic turrets pick these up? But I guess they didn't get to that point. But that also didn't make sense because they were damn near on land. You know what? I'm not gonna pick too much holes in it. I'm not gonna pick too much holes in it. But the Gorge, at its core, like I said, is a romance. It's a romance between these two lonely people. They find a kinship, and eventually Levi finds a way to get over to Joshua, and then they have a whole romance scene. I'm not gonna get too much into the movie because I don't want to spoil too much for people. But I just know if you're trying to find something to watch with your lady or something like that, or if you're into romances, this is it. If you're into romances but not too much horror, sci-fi, this is a good blend of each. Not too much horror. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. It really did. It was too quick. It was the horror and suspense and sci-fi of it was probably 30 minutes of the entire movie. Most of it, like I said, is montages of them getting to know each other, having a relationship, and then you actually go into the Gorge, and then you have that whole moment trying to figure out what's going on in the Gorge, what's it's about, and then you have a double cross, and by the next thing you know, it's over with, And then they have a Batman Dark Knight Return, Dark Knight Rises scene where you know, if you seen Batman Dark Knight Rises, you know what I'm talking about. The ending where they in the restaurant and like, is that him? Is it Bruce? Is that Bruce Wayne over there? You know. So especially was a hook, and once they actually entered the gut, it went downhill. Yeah, I enjoyed the. I wish they went a little harder on the gorge itself. It seemed like before they went into the gorge, I'm getting into spoiler talk now. Getting into a little spoiler talk. It seemed like before they went to the gorge, it seemed like it was like so many of these monsters. It was like a lot of them. Like it was an unlimited number of them. But then when they were just walking around town, they were just walking around town. You know, it was like no no kind of sense of urgency to get out or no kind of mass uh monsters or creatures coming after them. So it was like until it was time for the action to pick up, you know. So yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like until it was time for the action to pick up, they was like, okay, no, we gotta calm down because we need an expiratory dump. We need an expiratory dump, so we gotta stop them from coming in and stop them from being around. And then when it was time for them to leave, now the hordes of monsters are coming. I tell you right now, that spider scene freaked me the fuck out. It freaked me the fuck out. I was like, I do not like spiders. So for them to have so many of the little ones and shit is but it was just for that one scene. And it was like, okay, after that it was over with. So I'm like, I'm cool. You know, it was cool. It is a good movie to watch if you not really if you don't really have high expectations for it. If you are just looking for something to watch to put on, if you like these actors, if you like Miles Taylor, if you like Anya Taylor Joy, it's a good movie for them, for people who love these actors. Far as like a movie that's like gonna be like, I would put it on like a blockbuster. This is a must see. Nah, I would not throw it in that level. I would not throw it in that criteria. Because for one, this after the gorge is like revealed, it like a lot of people saying after the gorge is revealed, it kind of goes downhill, and you kind of figure like, okay, how are they gonna get out of this? And then when they get out of it, it was like that was a little too easy, you know. Did I watch Sleepers? No, I haven't watched Sleepers. Um, what is Sleepers? Let me look it up. It's a movie or a show? Movies, movie. Oh, that's an old movie. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen that one. That's a little old. Are you gonna watch this? You were streaming it. Oh no, I'm not watching. I'm just going over it. I'm just doing my review on it. The tree freaked you out. Yeah, it's just, they had the scientists made a whole film before she got fully infected. You know, that was that was some conveniency right there. You know, just in case somebody does actually come down the gorge, let me explain everything that happened. And another thing is like when who put the bomb there? You know, who put the bomb there? How did they put the bomb there? How did they have time to put the bomb there? If they had time to put the bomb there, they had. I feel like they had time to actually sit there and just hold the monsters off, you know. But I guess the people that put the bomb there got infected and died. That's probably the main thing. Another question I would have is the scene where they're crossing the bridge when they're in the grudge and they're going through the little spider web ish thing. Was it just recreating the people over and over again? Is that what it is? Like they kill them and then they just get recreated? Is if that is that could answer the questions of why what's going on, Hack? That could answer the question of why so many was done at a certain come in hordes, you know, and it spread. The horde is spread because maybe they need to reset to once they kill a bunch of them, they got to reset and be reborn again, and then they send out the next batch, and they're like, okay, let's go and start cooking up the next batch. But then they torched it, so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's at a certain point you just gotta at a certain point you just have to question some things, you know. But like I said, this was a solid film. I didn't have any high expectations for it anyway. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, it seems interesting, it seems cool. I'm not the biggest Miles Taylor fan, and I'm not the biggest Anya Taylor Joy fan. It's a lot of things that she's in that I haven't seen. She's a great actress, but she just she doesn't draw me to a movie like I would say like Florence Pugh or hell, my girl is Lashana Lynch or something like that. You know what I mean? So she's a good actress. Just I'm cool. Oh yeah, they also did references to both their movies. The both big titles thing that they was in. Miles Taylor in Whiplash, they did like a drum scene. Uh, Queen's Gambit, they did the chess playing scene. It was a whole bunch of references to other movies in this. It was cool. It was cool. I thought that was pretty. I thought it was a nice touch. All right. So next, I also watched Zero Day. Um, I been Zero Day a couple days ago. I want to say it was when did I have jury duty? Thursday. I had jury duty, so I was like, let me go and watch something, and then I ended up watching some of this, and then I got dismissed, and I finished it up. That jury duty. It made me want to watch Runaway Jury now. I never watched Runaway Jury, but I want to go watch that movie now just because I experienced jury duty for the first time. But Zero Day is about how the best way to explain this. Popping in on my break, load of content, my man. Anime Tears Rex. I always hate one. Appreciate that. S. Appreciate that, man. Big time, big time. Big shout out to you. Thank you for popping in. Zero Day is in a fictional United States where we have a cyber attack that cut off all electronics for 1 minute, and then within that 1 minute, a lot of things got messed up. We had a lot of car crashes. Some trains got on the wrong track, so they end up colliding into another train. Airplanes crashed into each other. I mean, that is in the midst of what's going on in the real world. That's fucking scary. That's a little scary in my book. It's a little scary in my book just because of I don't want to fly right now because of all the what the word I'm looking for all the publicized plane accidents that's been happening across the country. So, but Zero Day has a stacked cast: Robert De Niro, Angela Bassett, my boy with the punchable face. Wait, what his name is? Let's just bring up the cast so I don't mispronounce anybody else. Or Zero Day cast. So Robert De Niro, Leslie Kaplan, Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons is the one I said I got the punchable face. He everything he's in, I almost like, bro, I just want to punch you because you're kind of a jackass. Connie Britton, Joan Allen, Matthew Modine. He's always like don't trust him in anything he's in. That white slick hair, I'll tell you that right now. Dan Stevens is a GOAT. I think a lot of people sleep on Dan Stevens. Dan Stevens is an incredible actor. He can play almost anything. I really feel like he can play almost anything. Moza Navabi, Gabby Hoffman. I used to watch Transparent, which is a really cool. I wouldn't say cool, a really depressing ass show. Transparent is really good, but she was really good in it. She's good in this as well. But basically, so like I said, in Zero Day, the cyber attack happens. Over 3,000 people lose their lives. It's very tragic, and they want to know what happened. They want to know, how did this happen to the United States? So the Congress passed legislation, I want to say it was, legislation for a new sector called the Zero Day Commission to pretty much hunt down and find the person who find the person or people who I got the wrong damn thing up. Hold on. Find the person or people who is responsible for 0 Day. That's what they named it. So after they wanted to give it to a certain person, but Robert De Niro's character was the former president of the United States. He could have ran. He only did one term, and he could have ran for a second, and more than likely he would have won. But he backed out because of family problems. Turns out, right around that time, his son had committed. I'm gonna say suicide. He unalived himself, and that's caused him not to pursue another term. Angela Bassett wins the presidential election. I think it was like maybe like a year later, 0 Day happens in her term. So she's like, you know what? The people still love you. I want to give this task force to you. You be the head of it because he was a beloved president. So a lot of people it was like, okay, cool. We will back that. We back that. But kind of find out it's really a Ponzi. Like they set him up to take the fall for being that guy who has the most power in the world. He can just no warrant go into people's house, arrest them just for suspicion, just for things they tweeted, just for being on the wrong Reddit post. You can get snatched up without bail, without your attorney, nothing. You get thrown in a dark room and you get interrogated. And then he goes above and beyond and starts damn near torturing people to get answers of what happened in 0 Day. And it was just a good little conspiracy with some great acting. It was really good. Robert De Niro did his damn thing in this one. He's always a great actor. Finished it in one day. Yeah, it's a quick binge. It's 6 episodes. I want to say it was like an hour each. Why are they calling me? I was like, oh no, my live messed up. I forgot I'm on my PC. Somebody calling me. But yeah, it's like an hour per episode. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you wondering like who the hell did this, you know? Live restricted. Why is the live restricted? I'm not even doing anything. Said my live restricted for whatever reason. That's crazy. Thank you everybody that's tapping the screen and sending gifts and everything. I appreciate you. How would I rate it in 1 to 10? I put it like a good 8. It's a good 8. It's around about the fourth episode. Around about the third episode, I knew without a shadow of a doubt who did 0 Day. Like I wanted to go a little bit longer, you know. Wavy, what's going on with you? They put you to sleep. You gotta pay. You gotta wake up, man. This is not an action-packed shoot 'em up. This is a conspiracy theory with a lot of talking, a lot of twists and turns. You know, if you miss a couple sentences or something like that, you might get lost in the sauce a little bit. But it's a good little deep state, especially if you're one of those people that are kind of into politics, but you're not really into it. That's kind of like how I am a little bit. Like I'm into politics. I know enough for the average. I know a little bit more than the average person, but I'm not like sitting here like I know everything that happens in the politics world. So it's not going to hit you with a whole bunch of political genre. It's just jargon. I said the wrong word. A whole lot of political jargon, but you should be able to know the basics of how things work. You know, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. It's not a like I should say. It's not an action packed shoot 'em up. You know, thrilling. It's politics for the most part. Now, I know one side of the aisle probably going to say this is trash because it does take digs at a lot of people who believe in a deep state and who believes in conspiracy theories, and they always have they watch stuff like Alex Jones or the Joe Rogan show or something like that. So, you know, somebody might get their feelings hurt, but it's all right. They say liberals cry all the time, right? So no need to do that. It is what it is. It's not a black and white show either. So It's definitely not a black and white show. But Zero Day is really cool. I like I said, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. The mystery could have been a little bit better. They could have held off on thing. I think it was one thing that caught me by surprise. I was like, oh no, oh shit, I was not expecting that. And then I think that's about it. After that, I was like, okay, I know almost exactly how this is gonna end. Yeah, I do like the agency. Agency was cool. If you like the agency, you probably I feel like you would like this too because it's kind of like in the same boat a little bit. The agency starts off slow. The agency definitely started off slow. What's another one? Severance is my show. If you have been watching me, you know I've been watching Severance. Like Severance season 1, I talked about it while we was on that long hiatus. Over the first season dropped in February of 2022. February 2022. This season started just January, and man, it has picked up to the point where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is about to happen next. Like I am so lost. I'm following the show. I'm following the episodes. Trust me, I'm in there. I just watched the last episode last night. Well, Sunday. I watched it Sunday. I am all caught up, but I'm still like, I don't know what direction they're going to go with this. Because that last episode was more of a catch up for a character that we never really spent time on. So to see what she's going through, my heart aches for her because damn, she got it way worse than these four. She has it way worse. And it's like, it's damn near it is torture. It's straight torture on a psychological level that I haven't seen in a while. Right now I have Severance season 2 like at a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. And it's just I can't really grab on what's gonna happen next. But Mark is going through this whole change of merging the lives together. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. We're still following Irv, even though he's not. I don't want to say too much without spoiling it for people, but this show has just been crazy. Dylan is going through his whole. They're playing so much mind games with Dylan and his family. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Helly is just, man, talk about a fucking head case. She is she's in a terrible position as well because it's like you a op, but you not really a op. But this company is crazy. This company is crazy. I don't understand how they're gonna get out of this without losing a part of themselves. From where I'm seeing it, it's damn near impossible. So I'm interested in all of their storylines, especially Mark's wife. Yeah, but we're still following his Audi. Like he has his whole thing with what's one boy name? Um Damn, I think his name is Burke in the show though. With his relationship with the guy from the first. Yeah, Burke. So have you looked at the Hunting Party on Zoom? The Hunting Party is one of those shows that I'm like, it just feels like the rest. It feels like Prodigal Son. It feels like Blacklist. It feels like Fringe. It feels like all those type of shows where they have somebody who does a profile. Criminal Minds. Any of those type of shows, I feel like Hunting Party just fits that category, and it's good for what it is, but it's just the same as the other shows. Just like Tracker and Found is in the same category for me. I gotta watch Extracted. I gotta catch up on Extracted. I want to know who pushed that button, who's still in it. So I'm probably gonna watch Extracted a little later. But yeah. So like they're gonna be on some freaky. They're gonna not only are they gonna get together, Irv and Bert, but I feel like his husband has something to do with the Severance program. You know, I feel like his husband has, because he's talking about something like 20 years ago, and he was like, Severance only started like 10 years ago. Did it? Did it only start 10 years ago? Because companies known to lie, hide stuff off the books for a while, because you got to go through trials and all kind of stuff. So I feel like his husband has something to do with the company, and how he just oh yeah, I was in church and it led me to this severance program. I'm like, that don't sound right. That sounds like your husband put you up to that shit, and maybe they got something else going on. I don't know what it'll lead. I don't know what that would lead to, but it just, I don't know. This show has just been so tricky to me, bro. I'm pointing out I'm pointing out almost everything. I don't want to rule nothing out. I'm starting to believe that might be Mark's daughter. How the last episode was going with them trying to have a kid and everything. I was starting to think maybe old girl is Mark's daughter, because how long ago was this? we we don't know. We don't have an exact timeline of how long she's been gone. We don't know if they just took her DNA and spliced up together a teenager. We don't know that stuff, man. Oh, it's Ramadan. Happy Ramadan. I got Solo. What's going on with you? Yeah, Gemma, that's her name. I was blanking on her name, but yeah, they keeping Gemma as a prisoner, and that is so fucked up to me, man. Like, she has to go through so many different lives. She is severed in, like, what they said, well, like, how many rooms? 16, 16, 17 rooms. And I want to know how they did that airplane one. That's what I want to know. That shit was trippy. She walked into the room next to her. She was on an airplane with turbulence. I'm like, it could be a fake airplane, of course. It can be fake or whatever. But how he was going up and down, that shit looked real. It looked real. And then she got the dude that's obsessed with her. He making her go through Christmas every day. And, man, ain't no telling what they doing, bro. I can't understand how I watched this about 20 times. I feel so lost. It's basically you have this company who created this program for people to be able to work without knowing that they work. The issue is that when they get this irreversible medical procedure, to have it where they give you a split personality, your split personality works for them, and for them, it's like they never leave the place. So they're essentially, that personality is essentially trapped in that room. Only thing they do is work, 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 and the only way they know that they've been outside is because they feel more refreshed if it was a weekend or something like that, Or they call them innies, the people that work inside the building, and then you have the outies. The personality is when you go home, you don't do anything. The company itself is using this to do some shady shit. What it is, we don't know. Not right now, we don't know. But it's very intriguing to me, because all of these actors are putting on a great performance. They're essentially playing two different people, and it's just mind blowing, because Mark is totally different from his Mark outside. And then we met the Mark before the severance program in the last episode. And when I say that, I mean like before he got severed, before his wife, he was depressed because his wife. He was a completely different person. Like, he was more arrogant. He was arrogant, outgoing. It seemed like he was fun to be around at the same time. Like, even though I call him arrogant, but he still was like, real cool. He was kind of a Mac Daddy when he went up to the gym a little bit. He was a completely different person. So the acting on this is really good, especially Dylan, Haley, everybody. I'm just gonna say everybody. The acting is really good. Then you got Milicic, Mr. Milicic, who is pretty much the enforcer for the severance floor. He was that before Kobach was fired, and he isn't severed. I thought he was severed in the first season, but come to find out, he's not even severed. He's just a guy that really wants to move up in the Lumen company, and he's doing everything he can to make sure that happens. And he can be menacing at times, and he can be real nice and gentle. But then when he gets mad, that motherfucker get mad. And this company is so, it's like a cult. This company is a cult. How people that believe into their creator, which is Kier, they treat him like a god. Like they treat him like a god, and he knows all. Kier knows all. Kier has got rid of his four pillars of life, which I can't remember all the four pillars at the same off the top of my head right now. But basically, that him getting rid of these four pillars, I want to say it's like envy, wrath, or something like that. It's something similar to like the seven deadly sins. Let me look it up real quick. But since he got rid of these four pillars, he has ascended to four pillars, severance, four tempers. That's what I meant. For the four tempers and nine principles. Where is it? He got bit by the and dumb. I need a severance for the dumb book. Okay, I'm about to restart it. Daredevil Born Again is tomorrow. What are you dropping? The first couple of episodes? All right, so the four tempers for Severance is woe. Woe is sadness and melancholy. Melancholy? I don't know. Melancholy. That's how you say it. Melancholy. And is represented by a crying woman in a bridal dress. Frolic is joy and frivolous and is represented by a grinning jester. Dread is fear and is represented by an old crone with a terrified expression. And malice is rage and the desire to harm and is represented by a ram. So he either got rid of them or he tamed each four tempers, and this made him a better person, a better, like a all-knowing being type shit to everybody around him. And he created this flock of people, and then that ended up creating Lumen Industries, and they became this conglomerate that has their hand in almost everything from medicine to weapons to clothing lines to everything. And now they're just, they have this project called the Severance. They have the department called the Severance Program. Go through that medical procedure. You have a split personality that does all the work, and you don't know what type of work you're doing, but you're getting paid well. And it's just, man, it's in the mystery of what Lumen is trying to do is very intriguing to me. And now you have these people that are trying to get out. Their innies are trying to get out to live their own lives and stuff. But if you can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? They can't be Innie and Outie at the same time. But Mark here is definitely trying. He's definitely trying. He met this woman who feel like she can reverse the either take the chip out or reverse the what's the word I'm looking for? Reverse the effects of the chip, or just merge their consciousness together, so he'll know everything that the Innie is doing, and the Innie will know. Well, he'll know everything about the Innie, and the Innie will know everything about the Outie. And if he merged him, he will bring him back whole, to where he can go down there, find his wife, and get her out. I do not think it's gonna be that simple, but yeah, I do not think it's gonna be that simple, and I think I'm just really excited to see how this plays out within the next season. I just hope it doesn't end on another big cliffhanger and we gotta wait another 3 years. I hope they're already writing the script, because it has already become Apple's TV #1 show in history. It passed Ted Lasso as its most watched show in Apple TV Plus history, which is saying a lot because, for one, Apple TV does, a lot of people don't know about Apple TV shows. They really don't. A lot of people don't know about Slow Horses. A lot of people don't know about The Foundation. A lot of people don't know about We Are Mankind. A lot of people don't know about Surface. A lot of people don't know about C. They don't know about, hell, they might not even know about Ted Lasso. You know what I mean? Shrinking is a phenomenal show that people should watch. Apple TV has some great shows, and this one to be the top of it. Silo, yeah. So, I wasn't a big fan of Dark Matter, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in the dark matter. After episode 5, I was like, I'm still not feeling it. I'm still not feeling it. 5 episodes in, you know. So, but yeah, a lot of people still don't know about the Apple TV stuff. So, trying to get that out there, man. Yeah, Foundation is a great sci-fi one. But yeah, Severance season 2. I just hope that they don't. I hope they're already writing the script. I hope they already. Hell, I hope they're already filming. Because one thing I don't want to have to wait on is From season 4 and Severance season 3. I'm already waiting on From because I don't think From is coming back until 2026. But yeah, Apple TV is over HBO as of now. Man, HBO still got some bangers now. HBO still got the Pit. They got the White Lotus season 3 going good. They got Common Side Effects going on right now. Then you got what they just dropped. They dropped Dune Prophecies was cool. I really enjoyed that. So come on now, HBO still up there, but they like I agree. Apple TV does have some better quality shows out right now. From is tough. Common Side Effect is cool. We were just talking about that. I just talked about The Gorge too, where I said The Gorge is more of a romance than anything. So if your first time, I don't think it's a I don't think The Gorge is, like I said, I don't think The Gorge is a must watch, but I do think that if you like Miles Taylor, if you like Anya Taylor Joy, and you like a romance with some action in it, with some sci-fi suspense, you will enjoy this one. But I don't think it's a must watch. So that's my opinion. I give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think some people might think that's a little low, but yeah, I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Monarch, yeah, Monarch season 2 is supposed to be coming back soon. Uh, Slow Horses season 5, I want to say that is. They in like the 5th season. Yeah, Slow Horses is really good. Uh, you definitely gotta turn your brain off for The Gorge, but I just don't. Even if I turn my brain off, I still don't think it's that good. It's cool. It's solid. It's a solid movie. Slow Horses, I got up there as a 9 out of 10. Slow Horses has a great. Each season has had a great mystery, great little great thrill ride that'll put you on some thing. And Gary Oldman is just a goat of actors. He steals the show for me. Let me throw up Slow Horses. Slow Horses is also on Apple TV. If anybody wants to check it out, I don't think that's a good picture. So basically, Slow Horses is about a guy who wants to really, really be. He really wants to be a MI agent. Like he's really good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He does his job well, but he's very Damn, where's the picture? Yeah, there you go. This guy right, he's very he's one of those people that act first, think later, and he has a problem with trying to he has a problem with fitting in. But his intentions are good. His instincts are almost always right. But since he failed his training, they put him in a low they put him at a low level in a low level assignment pretty much. The group of people, they're pretty much a group of fuck ups. And Gary Oldman is the head of this department. And they stumble across a theory that's from with a conspiracy theory within the organization where even mom is implicated. So it's a British spy thriller, and it's really fucking good. That first season was cold as hell. So yeah, Slow Horses is definitely top tier. Uh, yeah, Foundation. Let me bring that up. Oh shit. Should have known. Should have known. Now, Foundation is one of those shows that go that is generations across. Shit. Where is it? There you go. Excuse me. That was a little inside burp. So yeah, this is Foundation. Foundation is a show that covers across generations. They go back and forth through the timelines a little bit, but basically there's an empire that is ruled by one person that continues to clone himself, and he is what is it? Is Dusk now and Dawn. I can't remember exactly how they order it, but basically he has his young self. He have a version of his young self. He has a version of his middle aged self, who is the current ruler, and then he'll have his advisor is his older self. And Dusk, Dawn, and Night. Yeah, that it is. Dusk, Dawn, and Night. And they are three emperors, but they're the same person. It's three emperors, but they're the same person in different times of their lives. And once they reach to a certain age, they just rotate it out. So they have a little bit. They have a baby version of them. They have a kid version of them. They have a teenage version of them. They have a middle aged version of them, and then they have his twilight years, and then they have his old about to die self. And all of them, and the three in the middle rule kind of together. So, and then they are told by my boy right here, who's always a smart person. He's smart as hell. Can't remember the actor name, but they are told by him that the foundation will crumble in what I want to say like 1,000 years or something like that. Like the foundation will fall and this and third. They don't believe him. They get pissed off by him, and they annex him and his followers to a isolated planet pretty much to die. But what they do is they start creating the foundation to help prevent the falling. Well, to pick up the empire after it falls or whatever. And in between that, there's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of people going off and doing their own thing, and that's it's solid as hell. Like the visuals are incredible, and man, that first catastrophe was crazy. I do watch anime. I got a whole list of animes that I can go over. Day is King, Dawn is next up, and Dawn. You put Dawn twice. I want to say Day is King, Dusk is next up, and I want to say Dawn is retired. I think that has to go. It's Dusk or Dawn, one of them. Appreciate that whiskey. Dawn to Dawn. I'm not a big fan of Dawn to Dawn. That's my honest opinion of Dawn to Dawn. I feel like it's wild, crazy. It gives you Fooly Cooly vibes and everything, but I feel like it's not really my cup of tea right now in my point of life right now. Yeah, Daredevil Netflix or Daredevil that's about to jump. Daredevil Born Again drops tomorrow. Let's see, release dates. Yeah, Daredevil Born Again drops tomorrow, and I will be watching. I will watch it, and I will do my review on it. Uh, I have always loved my boy as Fisk. Fisk. I think he did. I think he was one of the best things about Echo. I really enjoyed Echo. Yeah, Sean, what's going on with you? We just got finished talking about Severance, Bijan. We just got finished talking about Severance. Severance is amazing. I went on the whole thing about it. I'm going to chop this one up and post it on my YouTube. So if y'all want to catch this live, this is how I'm gonna do my honest opinions for my YouTube channel. I'm still gonna do my quick reviews for TikTok and everything, but I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna talk about the shows and everything. Because for some reason, when I'm trying to sit down and record, nothing really comes out. I think y'all give me a lot of motivation to speak my mind and everything when I'm on here, and it feels easier to do. So I'm gonna do it like that. C is cool. I like C. I never finished it though. I never finished it. Uh, I do like Jason Momoa in it. I think this probably that's probably one of his best performances. I think I gotta finish the last season of it. So definitely go. Saying, you know what? I never watched Punisher. I never watched Punisher. I never watched Punisher. I watched Jessica Jones. I watched Luke Cage. I tried to watch Iron Fist, didn't really get into it. I watched a good bits there though, but man, Punisher, I'm about to go back and watch. Which one is yours? What you asking about? School Spirits. School Spirits. I watched the first season of it. I really enjoyed it. I haven't watched the second season yet, mainly because it's been a while, and I didn't. I don't know. I put School Spirits in the same category as Yellow Jackets when it comes to just the story and stuff, and I don't want to get it disappointed while watching the second season and be like, oh, you know, is not as good as the first season, because that's the way the first season ended was crazy. You know, the way the first season ended was crazy, and I was like, damn, how they gonna fucking do this? And now the second season out, I'm like, damn, man, I'm kind of scared to start watching it. Yes, I have seen Righteous Gemstones. I watched Righteous Gemstones, man. They are fucking hilarious. It is raunchy as hell for a show about down south religion, church stuff, the big super mega churches. I think it's hilarious. The main actor being tall took me out a little bit. Oh, you wanted him to be comic book accurate. How tall is Punisher in the comic book? You got one of the best quick reviews today. I appreciate that, John. I'm trying to do longer reviews, but you know, I think people like the 10 words or less. I think people love the 10 words or less. I am. Oh man, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go pick up my kids. I gotta go get in the school line. Invincible first season was great. Second season was cool. This third season, I kind of stopped watching because Mark was getting on my fucking nerves. Mark was, it's like he's not learning from his mistakes or whatever. And I get it. He's a teenager. He's not going to pick up things. But it just, I don't know, man. He has this high sense of morale that kind of just pisses me off. It rubs me the wrong way. I'm going to get back into it, though. But the first season was really good. Second season, like I said, was cool. It was good. It turned up a lot at the end. I thought that was going to be his coming to age moment, but he still haven't had it yet. And I'm like, okay, maybe it comes this season, and maybe I'm just being a little too harsh on him. But Mark is getting on my goddamn nerves. I'll say that right now. Mark is getting on my goddamn nerves. 6'1", 6'16" Punisher is 6'3". That's tall. Oh, you must say he's not being tall. Okay, there you go. I read it wrong. I'm like, hold on now. I said, damn, 6'3" not tall. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, bro, shit, I'm not even in the six. I mean, I'm short as hell. But yeah, man, let me get up out of here. I gotta go pick my kids up. But I'll get on live later today. I am going to edit this video and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. So man, y'all look out for that if you're following me. If you missed the earlier reviews, hit me up on YouTube. I'm gonna drop a video tonight. Quick honest opinions on some TV shows and some animes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do an honest opinion on titles, so that way I can do anime, movies, and TV shows. That'll be everything that I watch. All right, so y'all be easy. Y'all take care of yourself, and I will see y'all later tonight if you want to come through and hang with me in the neighborhood. Appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.